Pink Rhino Record Productions is a production that I created a while back when I first started doing some talent, looking and trying to put shows on and do performances on my own. It is a play on my father's production company, Black Rhino Productions, and it is very near and dear to my heart. A black box stage would emphasize the intimate settings and provide, the minimal design of the set to give the dramatics to the costumes, the dialogue, the makeup, and the physicality of the actors so that you could feel closer to Undine. You can feel like you're in the room as these moments are happening. I also want to be able to show the full stage for our office and then bring the lights closer in on all the other settings to show how these smaller spaces are, how smaller these spaces are to her office, giving a visual representation of how small her life has, shrunk to just help her focus on her morality and her changing herself and her ways and using the duality of her both being Undine and Sharona. My vision is for the audience to become related to Undine as a sister, cousin, friend, someone that they know, and that they ultimately end up rooting for her character development and for her moral uprise. Seeing that her emotions are visual and that she is easy to read, that it promotes empathy for her with these timeless themes of relative things as identity, the class, grind and climb and fall, and just resilience and duality of being, having power, but also being who you used to be, being able to have the power to share in your past and your present and your future. In the opening scene, Undine is in her office at her PR firm. I decided to have her have a slick back bun, very upkept and very sleek. A very, very dramatic business suit with some Christian Louboutins to show, the money that she's making. A very light beat to show that she is well put together and has time in the morning to get dressed. And she is taking very much pride in her appearance and giving a very, very boss lady look as she is bossing around Stephanie in the office. But this is giving a visual of her wealth, her power, and her status at the moment, her being in the higher class. Later in the scenes, I want Undine's appearance to change into a very comfortable, functioning outfit, being sweatpants and a loose t-shirt. Her bun is very loose and just, kind of put up to put her hair away, and some type of tennis shoes as she finds out she's pregnant. So she's, going to be in comfortability. She comes out of jail. She ends up going to the counseling session. So these are moments where it takes her out of these powerful and wealthy moments where she's going to be around drug users and things like that. So her comfortability and functionality is very important, as well as her life changing and being something different that changes how she has to dress, number one, and probably how she wants to dress, number two. In the later scenes of the play, Undine finds out that she is further along pregnant than she thought, and by the end of the story, she is actually in labor. So I wanted her to be dressed in like a muumuu dress, which is very loose fitting, where she doesn't have any clothes that are probably fitting at the moment as she's growing out of them. Maybe don't have money to buy any at the moment, so she's just wearing her loose clothes, which would be her muumuu. Her feet are probably swelling, so she's probably wearing slides instead of full shoes because her foot just isn't comfortable in a shoe at the moment. And then her makeup will probably give a tiresome look, a stressful look, some type of look that will show that this pregnancy is weighing down on her as she is actually going through these journeys that she's going through as well. Lastly, I wanted to show some contrast on some of the other characters in the story, as Herve is this suave, debonair kind of guy who kind of wooed Undine over and took all her money. But in here you see that this is a three-piece suit, and I wanted her to be giving this very captivating, attractive male in a suit, eye-catching suit. And then on the other side we have Flo, which is her brother, who, just like her father and her mom, work security and mostly are in their security uniform because they're working so much and things like that. So I wanted to show that contrast, that, you know, her brother is security and this would probably be the costume I would choose for him. A basic security uniform with a belt and, walkie-talkie, flashlight, nothing too much, to show the entry level of it. And then her being the suave, debonair, like just dreamy guy that got Undine to the place that she is now.